Hi guys, today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different on my channel today. As you can see, I have all of my notebooks laid out right now, and I kind of just wanted to talk about using up all of my notebooks in my collection before I go out and purchase more. I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video yet, but I was kind of inspired to make this video by Girl in Quill. She kind of calls it stationery minimalism, which I think is a beautiful name for it. So this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I kind of have been doing for a while now, and it's both for monetary reasons and also for environmental reasons. I don't want to buy anything that I waste. I want to use up what I have before I contribute to more consumerism, I guess. So I've actually had some of these for quite a while, and I'm just gonna walk through them a little bit. So the reason why I really just don't want to be, I find that it's really hard to control yourself from buying more and more items, especially when they're so beautiful, or oh, this is something different, or it's limited edition, blah blah blah. It's very easy to get drawn in, and I'm currently at a point where that does not fit in my budget, and also I have copious amounts of notebooks, so I really don't think I need to be purchasing any until I finish what I have at least. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna kind of hold myself accountable with this video. So you guys can keep me in check if I say, hey, I broke, I bought a new journal. The problem is I have copious amounts of ringed spiral notebooks. I have some right next to me. I'm just gonna show you guys really quick. I don't even think this is all I have. If I am at the point where I can't even keep track of it, that's where I know I have an issue. So the problem is, though, I don't even like using spiral notebooks for daily journaling, so I don't know why I have so many. So these are the only ones that I'm going to be using for daily journaling. I kind of am picky with how my notebooks look, so this one I don't even think I purchased. I think it was given to me, but I don't really like how this looks. Like, I think instead of using this as something that I would archive as my daily journal, I think this would more be something that I take around with me and like jot down quick notes in, something like that. I don't really know what I'm gonna use this for yet, but this is just a Mead 5-star kind of pocket notebook, a soft cover. Maybe if I get over it, I'll just use it as my daily journal. I don't know why I'm so picky about that. I really wish I wasn't, because then I think this journal is quite beautiful. So I would like to use this as my daily journal because it's aesthetically pleasing, and that's something that I care about. But the only thing that holds me back is this spiral, and I don't know why that bothers me so much. I don't know. We'll see if I end up using this as a daily journal. I actually forgot to show these two things that I just wanted to talk about a little bit. So I have this little thing that it's just a little journal that I made really quickly out of the scraps from my other journal that I made, which I will link right here, and I'll link down below too. But I actually bound my own journal out of an old planner cover that was never gonna get used again. As you can see, I really like reusing and I guess recycling things. And I didn't want to waste all of this paper. I could recycle it, but it was perfectly good paper. So I thought I would just actually turn it into another notebook. So I have this other notebook. Once again, I'm really picky with how things look, so I don't know if I'll necessarily use this for a daily journal, but I probably will use this as kind of something like this one where I use it as a daily notebook, or honestly I might even turn it into a planner, or at least where I just jot down what I have to do that day or different things like that, a habit tracker. As for this one, all I did was staple it just because I didn't want to put so much effort into binding it, and then I didn't even want to staple the sections together, so I just kind of paper clipped it. It's kind of rough, but I don't really mind because I just wanted to do something really quick just to reuse it. So this is still sitting here. I haven't used this yet either. And this one is kind of goes on the same lines as this. So this is obviously an out-of-date planner that I used up, and I just basically gutted the inside. I took out everything, and I want to repurpose this as another journal because why let this go to waste? I am never gonna look back at my old planners. That's just me. I don't really care about that, I guess. I know that I'm never gonna look back on that. So I decided to just repurpose the cover so that I could prolong this cover's lifespan instead of just throwing it away and letting it go into a landfill. And also, it's really cost friendly for me, and honestly it's kind of fun too. I talked a little bit about this in my video that I linked earlier, where I bound my own notebook, but I'm saving this for possibly a Tomoe River notebook. I might bind my own Tomoe River notebook, or I might just turn it into a fountain pen friendly notebook with this really good loose leaf grid paper that I have, that I know if I don't do that, I'm really not going to get much use out of that anyway. So I think I might honestly do that and save the Tomoe River for another journal. We'll see what happens with that. I'm still deciding, but I think I'm leaning towards the fountain pen friendly paper and not the Tomoe River paper. But expect another video about this coming up. So I'm counting this technically as an unused journal because I'm going to be doing that. And also it's very cost effective to do this. It is very, it does take a lot of time to bind your own notebook. But I assume that it would get better once you practice. It took me quite a while to bind that first notebook, but honestly I loved it so much that it's worth it to me. And so that is another notebook that I have. I have this notebook where it's kind of a smaller notebook, so I am kind of tempted to once again use it kind of like these smaller ones and take it around and use it kind of to jot down things. This actually came with the sleeve. I honestly don't even remember when I got this or had this or who gave it to me, because I know someone gave it to me. But there's a cover with it, which is nice, but I don't really like how this looks. It just has diary imprinted and some Chinese letters on the back. So I don't really know how I feel about this, but it is really nice that it has a cover. So I think just with that alone it would be very nice to carry around, but I don't really know if I'll ever get use out of this cover because I don't know if I'll purchase another notebook in this size that would fit in this cover. It kind of is similar to the notebook that I bound. The size of that notebook is just a little bit taller, so I don't really know if I will like this yet, so we'll see. But that is another one. This one once again was given to me. I feel like I sound pretty non-obsessive about these journals right now, but I really am, and it's taken a while for me to constrain myself. I've been really interested in journals ever since I was a kid, so I've really been collecting a lot of those spiral notebooks since I was a kid. That's why I have so many of them, even though I don't really like using them anymore. But this was given to me. It's actually a really nice notebook. It's a Castelli notebook. I don't know where all these gashes came from. Yeah, it's a really nice kind of faux leather cover. It has this nice pocket. I'm really looking forward to using this notebook, and I like the lined paper, and honestly just from looking at this paper, I think it would be pretty good with my fountain pens. Maybe even great. I don't know yet. I have yet to try it, but I'm looking forward to using this. I might move into this journal next after I finish my current moon themed one that I decorated, that I will link right here right now. So this is a beautiful notebook that I saw, I think, in Target, and I just could not resist. It was so pretty. I am a huge suckler for stars and the sky. I don't know. The night. I thought this was gorgeous, and the rose gold, oh my gosh. I just really loved it, and I really loved the look. And it's a fabric cover, so I thought that was a really nice touch as well. And once again, the paper is great quality, and I look forward to trying it with fountain pens. I have made 2 videos about these notebooks already. These are the Wonderland 222 notebooks. As you can see, it's technically not really an empty. I have tried this out, but it is quite an incredible notebook. I have yet to really write too much more in it. I'm kind of saving it for either something special or just using it as a daily notebook after I use up some of my other ones. I'm kind of waiting on it because I feel like once I spoil myself with these, I won't want to go back and use these. I don't know, we'll see what really happens. I have yet to decide. Now onto these. These are spiral notebooks. So I'm just going to talk about them very briefly. This is actually my dream journal. So I like recording my dreams. I might touch on this a little bit more in another video, but that is what I use this for. It's from Typo. It kind of, I think it was on sale, so I was like, it's on sale, you know, justifying buying this to myself, but it's kind of fun. It's interesting, and I thought it was perfect for a dream journal because my dreams are crazy, and I dream of all sorts of, you know, mystical creatures from another world, so I thought that was very fitting. This I've shown in my stationery haul video, and it's just a Kuma journal from Daiso. I just thought it was so adorable. I could not resist. It is a Stan X notebook. I love it so much. I have yet to decide what to do with this. I was going to use it as a dream journal because they're in kind of little onesies and sleeping. I thought that was cute. But since I did decide to use this as my dream journal, it's going to take me quite a while to finish this because I'm only going to be writing my dreams in this. I don't know, maybe it'll just take me a while until I get to this notebook, but either way, I don't really mind. So I already talked about this one a little bit. I'm considering using it as a daily notebook. Honestly, I like probably that more than something like this as my daily notebook, even though it is spiral. So I will probably have to consider using this as a journal. I could also use it as a notebook, but I feel like that would kind of be a waste. Because notes I normally only look back on for a brief period of time. I know that I'm not going to look back on them after, let's say, a year. So since this journal is so beautiful, I feel like I should put something maybe a little bit more meaningful to me in them. That is all I wanted to share. I hope that you like this video, and if you'd like to join me on my Girl and Quill coined term, stationery minimalism, then I would love to see your journey as well. Feel free to let me know if you've been doing this or if this is something that you also want to implement in your life. And we can hold each other accountable and do this together. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give me a like and subscribe. I upload videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!